I think it's fair to say that all footballers today are famous, but very few achieve legendary status. My guest today has done just that. 3 league titles, 4 FA Cups, 75 caps for England, and a European trophy too. Today, I'm going to be talking to former Arsenal and England goalkeeping great, David Seaman.
And Seaman, what a magnificent save!
Would you be able to stomach that move and be disloyal to your own fans like Van Persie's been?
Yeah.
What is it about football that brings out the worst in people?
Money. It's like live on TV and there was about 100 steps coming down.
How do you replace that buzz, that drive you used to get on a Saturday afternoon?
You never will. But I can honestly say I have not missed football 1 inch since I retired.
David, what a treat it is to be sitting opposite one of my biggest heroes.
Pleasure.
You're looking surprised for that. You must be called a hero by so many people.
Yeah, of course I am. But you know, when people meet me, a lot of people just say, "Oh, well, you're quite normal, actually." But yeah, you know, a lot of people have followed me and followed my career. Hopefully, I've made them happy. I'm sure I made them sad at some times, but overall, I think I've got quite a few followers.
I want to dive straight in and talk about the team we both adore, and what a surprisingly good start for Arsenal. A
great start for Arsenal, and if I'm truthful, I am surprised because when you keep selling your best players, normally that can upset the team. But at the moment, the team's playing really well. The new signings have settled in. But it's just like so annoying, as an ex-Arsenal player, to see great players leaving the club.
Is the club now and Wenger too financially analytical, not in touch with the emotional side of the game?
I don't know about the emotional side. The problem is I don't know what signal they're sending out to the fans, because, when you look at it, when you're selling your top players, the signal that might be coming out is that, well, we might just win the Premier League, or do we just settle for qualifying for Champions League? So it's difficult. Financially they're great. There's hardly any other club that can compete with that. Mm-hmm. But they've got their wage structure that they stick to. Maybe that's why they lose players. Maybe that's why they don't get the best players coming in.
From the players' point of view, could Van Persie, the captain, leaves to join Manchester United? Would you have ever been able to join Manchester United at the peak of your career?
No, I was always under contract. I was always very happy. I could have joined Manchester United before I joined Arsenal. It was amazing because on the day that Arsenal came in for me and made the offer, I had interest from Man United. The very same day, and it was just that Arsenal had made the offer and I went to speak to Arsenal first.
Once you were established as an Arsenal man through and through, would you have ever been able to, even if it was for trophies or even for money, but would you be able to stomach that move and be disloyal to your own fans like Van Persie's been?
Yeah. Honestly, you're asking an ex-pro that if I was at a club, it's a similar, it's not quite, but very, it's close to, like when I was at QPR, we were in the first division, which is the Premier League, and QPR just wanted to stay in the Premier League. So I got interest from Arsenal, and I knew Arsenal were winning things, so I wanted to better myself and see if I could go to the next level and win things. I got offered more money by QPR to stay at QPR than I accepted at Arsenal. With a lot of Arsenal players where they went to other clubs and they doubled their money overnight. And you're going to do that. It's the going rate. For a top international player, should be getting the right money.
You played with some great characters.
Some huge characters, and yeah, lots of like stories, but not that I could tell you. But yeah, there was fun nights, and especially the night when we won the league, that was just fantastic. We actually got the team bus to drop us right outside China White. We went in.
And they let you in a tracksuit?
No, but we found up, yeah, but we were league champions. And they let us in, and so like we all went in, the whole team went in, and then so we were in there celebrating, and obviously word had got around, and then when we came out, there was just like hundreds of photographers waiting for us outside, so it was a little bit messy, but very fun.
Is it nice to see an Englishman back in charge of England?
It's great. I loved it. For me, Terry Venables was by far the best manager that I had when I was on England duty. he was just brilliant. He got the lads to play for him. He knew exactly what he wanted. Even down to the point where even when we were during Euro '96, obviously we didn't have to qualify because it was in England. But every meeting that we had, you know, like when we played a friendly, it would always show us a DVD or a video of Holland. And we were like thinking, why? You know, but we knew our group, and we knew that Holland was the third game. And he was like, don't worry, he says, Holland will be a vital game for us. And it was, you know, we needed to win it, and we
did in style.
Spanked them.
and of course went on to the Spain game, which you must have incredibly fond memories of.
Great memories of Spain. You know, and sometimes when I see the game again, obviously people remember my penalty save, but if you watch the game, you know, it was 90 minutes, then extra time, and we were under the cosh. You know, they were on top of us quite a lot, and I had quite a bit to do in it, but just saving that penalty was just an incredible feeling. If you get to watch the penalty again at all, as soon as I save it, I get up and I don't realise that was the winning penalty for about 2 or 3 seconds. And I get up and I'm like, and then I see all the players and I'm like, yes! You know, but there was like a little hesitation. I'm thinking, oh yeah. Then when you get, you know, Sven, who was not like a big character or anything, he was like a bit of a quiet guy. It was just strange, you know, like listening to him at half time, and, you know, he couldn't really lose his temper.
What did he sound like at half time? Can you do an impersonation?
No, I can't. I wouldn't even try. But it was just totally different. It just wasn't as strong as what like Terry would have been.
I want to go on to some of the sort of darker sides of football, and particular contrast we've just seen in the Olympics. It was so widely and enthusiastically followed and supported in such good nature. What is it about football that brings out the worst in people?
Money. That is the main thing that brings out the worst, because people get very jealous. Some players can't handle it, they don't know how to use it, they don't know how to live with it, and the money is just getting bigger and bigger, and a lot more people resent that. You know, because it was classed as a working man's sport, where the guys that were going to watch the football were really paying the players' wages. And now it's just not happening like that anymore. You know, like the average players now are earning millions and millions, but that's, you know, for me, that's fine. It's like, you're not going to turn it down. Actors and actresses get that sort of money. The best, like the best bankers in the world, they all get top money. So why not the football players? Everybody wants to watch it. Everybody talks about it. And if it is 200 grand a week, that's the going rate, the top player should earn it.
On the Olympics, would you have ever wanted to take part in Team GB?
No, I don't think I would. You know, obviously I've never had that choice, but for me, it's like give either the amateurs or let like the under-21s do it. You know, I just don't. It doesn't sit right with me. You know, I've always thought of the Olympics as, you know, athletes that are not earning loads of money and things, and like sacrificing their careers and their jobs and that, you know, to be an athlete and not getting massive money for it, and then let them do the Olympics, you know. And it's the same with like the basketball, you know, like you get all the American stars in it, and I understand that they might be doing it next time with the golf, and it's just, for me, it's just not right.
So it's more that football shouldn't be a part of the Olympics than you as an Englishman not wanting to play for GB with Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland.
I like seeing football involved in the Olympics. I just don't think that the top pros should be allowed to play it. You know, I think there should be an age limit on it, you know, or even go down the full road of amateurs.
Well, I think that's lucky. I think heads would have been raised if you'd been included as one of Stuart Pearce's overage players.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
How do you replace that buzz, that drive you used to get on a Saturday afternoon?
You never will. But I can honestly say I have not missed football 1 inch since I retired.
Really?
I've never thought, oh, I'd love to be back in it. Not at all. Not even once. You know, people say, oh, do you miss it? And I can honestly say, no, I don't. You know, I've got so much to do. I love my fishing. I still ice skate. I do my golf. You know, I do my charity work and stuff. And, you know, me and Frankie, we've just bought a house and we're redoing that. And just like, still got a lot to do and not enough time to play golf or go fishing.
What the other sort of celebrity side of being a footballer, is that something you embrace, you enjoy?
Yeah, I loved it. You know, it's obviously it slows down, but when I was playing, I still enjoyed, you know, like going on your dad's show. You know, that was ace. You know, but the thing I remember about that is that having to walk down the steps, and it's like live on TV, and there was about 100 steps coming down. You know, so it was like really nerve-wracking.
Well, you do know this is obviously going out live as well.
Well, I'm all right now. I've done a few. But you know, and then stuff like going on Noel's house party and, you know, messing about on there. You know, and I always remember like in my England kit and stuff. And
David, I've been the luckiest Arsenal and England fan in the world today to sit opposite you for half an hour. So thank you very much for your time.
Brilliant.